love books. I love reading. And if you can't relate to this, then this video is exactly for you. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am your coach Annie and I am here to help you with your spoken English, your vocabulary and your communication skills. Today I am bringing you a very requested video actually. A lot of you ask me the book recommendations or books to improve English basically, and I just want to tell you that there is no specific book that can help you improve your English, but yes, any book in English is going to help you improve your English, right? Doesn't matter what you read, okay? So as long as it is in English, it is going to improve your English. And in today's video, I'm super excited because in today's video, I am going to share with you 5 books that you can read as a beginner. And if you want to, read it, but you can't find books to read, or you want to start your reading journey, then these 5 books would be the great recommendation for you. It would be such a good start for you. And I personally am super excited to share these books with you all because I love reading. Like honestly, if you follow me on Instagram and even on YouTube for quite a while, you know that I love reading. I simply the joy of reading is amazing. So I just wanted to share the same thing with you all, and I hope the way I felt after reading these books, you also will feel the same. I will not get into the details of importance of reading. You know that, to improve your vocabulary, to improve your language skills, to improve your knowledge also, books are super important. The books that I am going to be sharing are not like boring, self-help books. They are actually fiction, imaginary, and some non-fiction books too, but mostly fiction that you are going to love and enjoy the journey in that story. So without wasting any more of your time, let's begin. Okay, so the first book recommendation is this, Letters to Lahore. I read this book last year and it is from a series called Songs of Freedom, and it is basically about the life of children during the Indian freedom struggle when Britishers were ruling India. What was the life of children in India? And it is the reason why I am suggesting this book, because it is absolutely like it is about children, and the language is so simple, the words are so simple. Like you can see how short this book is. If you pick it, you can just read it in one day. It took me, I think, 2 hours, 2 and 3 hours to finish this book, and I absolutely loved it. The language is so simple. This is the first one in the series, The Letter to Lahore, and there are so many others that you can read. The author actually, Tanushree Singh, she writes books for children, and you can go ahead and read other books of hers too. I absolutely loved this book. It is so you can relate to it because you were also once a kid and you live in India, and we all know about the freedom struggle. So you will really love this book. It is such a good read and it is very simple. That is why I'm suggesting you. So you can go ahead with this, the Songs of Freedom, Letters to Lahore from Songs of Freedom. It is absolutely amazing. Okay, so the second book, this book has actually changed my life, I can say. This is a non-fiction book. It is not imaginary. It is a self-help book, Ikigai, The Journey. You must have known about the Ikigai book, which is I think in the blue color. I have it with me, just a second. Okay, so yeah, so this is Ikigai, the Japanese secret to long and happy life. And because this book was such a hit, there's a second part of it, but this book is actually about health and fitness, and this book is actually about your career, your goals, your passion, and how, how to choose the perfect career for you. So, this book actually talks about, what things should be there to have a perfect career. So these book, I love these kind of books. And most importantly, the reason why I love this book is because you have like a like place for, after reading, like a diary, a journal, to fill in your thoughts and to do the work, whatever is written in the book. There are exercises, there's space for exercise, and I absolutely love these kind of books where in you have, the exercises in the book itself. So the Ikigai journey, it is all about your career, your passion, and I'm pretty sure that once you read this book, you're going to understand what you do and why you do it, and how to be better at your work. It's not going to tell you to take drastic measures such as, change your field or just leave your job, but to find happiness in whatever work you do. So this book is really amazing. It actually uh, changed my life. It showed me, like, where my passion lies. And I love teaching, I love, sharing my knowledge with you all. So somewhat this book helped me a lot. I just want you all also to experience the benefit of it. So Ikigai, the journey, not The Secret to Happy Living. That is also a good book, but this is what I'm suggesting in this video. Okay, so the next book is actually one of my favorite, and it is a love story. I love romance novels. Like, oh my god, that is the top tier or peak fiction, if we can say. I love romance novels and romance fantasy novels. And I think this is, like, my love life is books. Like, the only thing, the love in my life is from these books. So yeah, so The Love Hypothesis, I've actually made a review of this book. You can check it right here. And this book is about a PhD student who accidentally kisses her professor, a grumpy professor, and the professor is actually secretly in love with her, and then they fake date. And it's really amazing. It will give you all those, fuzzy feelings about love. So Adam Carlson is the, main character in this, and he is such a, vibe. He is such an amazing person in this book. So I would definitely suggest you to read The Love Hypothesis. And disclaimer, it does have some spicy scenes, so you can totally, skip those scenes. But if you're below the age of 18, I would suggest you not to read this book. I love this book. It is one of the book that is very close to my heart. Okay, so the next book, controversial opinion, is actually It Ends With Us and It Starts With Us. I do have it somewhere over here, but the pile is just too long and I cannot risk removing that one book because everything else will crumble and fall down. So yes, It Starts With Us and It Ends With Us. This book was quite famous 2 to 3 years ago, and most of the people started their reading journey from this book. It is also a romance novel, and most of the people, like, give a lot of hate to Colleen Hoover, like, she does not write good, or it is like, um, for people who can't read good and intellectual stuff. Come on, everybody starts somewhere. And I honestly, in my personal opinion, I loved It Ends With Us and It Starts With Us, and I loved that book. So anybody who says that, Colleen Hoover is not a good author or whatever it may be, but don't, just shame that one particular book, because just because it got famous doesn't mean it's not good, or you have to hate on it for unnecessary reason. I have read a plethora of, amazing books, literature, classic literature, because I am a literature student. I'm doing my masters in literature, so I've read a good amount of books, classics, and I don't think that Colleen Hoover is bad. So it ends with us, it starts with us. You can totally go ahead with that. And if anybody tells you that the book is not good, tell them to talk to me. Just tell them to talk to me. And lastly, I've got a thriller for you, The Silent Patient. Oh my god, the twist, the plot twist in this book, it's amazing. I actually recommended this to one of my student and she absolutely loved it. So like she came and told me like she loved it. So it really, I feel happy when somebody, you know, reads what I recommend. So The Silent Patient, she has murdered her husband and she does not speak to anyone except her therapist. Why does she speak only to him? Why did she kill him? It is so good. It is a murder mystery, a detective therapist thriller, and oh my god, you have to read this book, The Silent Patient. The plot twist in this book is so amazing. Like I cannot tell you without giving you the spoiler, but you have to read this book, The Silent Patient. It is amazing. And for a bonus read, we have The Spanish Love Deception, Aaron Blackford, and this is again a romance novel. This is a spicy book. So if you are below 18, this is not for you. But if you like not a lot of, you know, smut, it should have a good story, but some kind of, you know, romance in it, then this book, you are going to love it and you're going to thank me for it. And this is not a new book, but I loved it and it is good for like beginners. All of the books I've suggested are good for beginners. I've read good stuff more good than this, but because this video is specifically for beginners, I've suggested you this. And if you loved if you read this book and if you loved it, then I can suggest you some more, you know, good books. So yeah, you can begin with this, you can start with this. And what books are you currently reading? Please let me know in the comments below. And guys, see, reading will take patience, it will take time. I actually believe that whoever says that I don't like reading hasn't found their perfect book yet. So if you take a book and you start reading it and you don't like it, you can just close the book, you can abandon it. It is the writer's responsibility to keep you interested. It is not your responsibility to be interested. Okay, so if you don't like a book, it's not happening for you, you can just close it. It's not compulsory that you finish it. And once you find that book that you can actually finish, you will fall in love with reading, trust me. So that was it, my 5 books for beginners. And I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps me a lot. And most importantly, subscribe to my channel, okay, so that I can make such videos in the future as well. So yeah, that's it. If you have any further questions, please let me know in the comments below. Bye guys, I'll see you next time.